Comics Division is proudly sponsored by Gillette. Because fuck men. Last week on Comics Division. Wait, stop. I already did this, didn't I? Yep, I did. God forbid I do something as lame as recycling a joke. Oh shit. Is that ableist? I don't know if that's ableist or not. Okay, fuck it, skip to the intro. Welcome back, Pixel Nation. Comics Division here. How the hell are ya? And yes, it has taken me 22 days since the new year has begun to finally get off my ass and make a fucking video. So here we are. And tonight what are we talking about? Are you ready, folks? Here we go. This article. Yay! Star Wars representation matters. Again, apparently. Fuck this life. As we all know, SJWs have this constant need for self-validation, or validation in general of their existence. And this article is a pretty good example of what I'm talking about. So without further ado, here we go, folks. Today is the last Friday of the year, and the last day that Twitter is featuring SW Rep Matters, a Twitter campaign designed to talk about representation in all forms in the Star Wars universe. This runs the gamut from racial and ethnic representation to sexual to disabled rep. Do we really give a shit about, like, disabled people in Star Wars? I mean, I guess I saw Guerrera. I mean, that guy took a pretty serious beating, but who fucking cares? With each month focusing on a new identity. As the year comes to a close, the founders of the event have used today to talk about the ways in which Star Wars did right by Rep this year, and where they still need to grow. Holy fuckberries, that hashtag went on for a whole fucking month? Jesus. Did anybody notice? I had no fucking clue this thing was going on. Honestly, I don't fucking care either. Oh well. Let's get back to it. We're a year out from episode 9 now, and none of the films have included a character who is identified as being part of the ABCDEFG+ community. Fans have speculated that the character Poe Dameron, played by Oscar Isaac, since he bit his lip and offered Finn, John Boyega, his jacket. Yes, because when I casually meet somebody in need and offer them my jacket, it means I want to plow them in the ass. Yes. No.
Yes?
We have a message for Jabba the...
No, Mr. Jabba, no.
Screenwriter John Kasdan and star Donald Glover implied that Lando Calrissian might be pansexual, but the on-screen rep for that seems to be his romantic interest in his female-identified droid rather than an actual flirtation or romance with a male character. Well, I guess fucking a robot does fit the definition of being pansexual. Rian Johnson said there was no room for sexuality in his film The Last Jedi. Apparently there was no room for plot either. All while talking about how Rey and Kylo's fingers touched in a sex scene. Wait, what?
What? What the fuck?
Okay, I'm sorry, Kate. We must have vastly different definitions of what the word sex means. Touching your fingers does not mean you're having intercourse. Where the fuck are you getting this? For fuck's sake! This is such bad logic! Did we even watch the same fucking movie? Now we're 4 films into the new Star Wars. Some might say, give them time. Is it just me, or should it be now? We're 4 films into the new Star Wars. Period. Some might say, comma, give them time. Holy fucking shit! I hope they don't pay you, Kate. I mean, I'm terrible at the English language, and I can write better than you can. But the problem is that we shouldn't have to wait in 2018, almost 2019, for a major franchise that's been around for over 40 years to recognize that LGBT blah 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 characters might exist. Okay, so here's my problem. This goes back to my whole thing about SJWs needing to be validated. Gay people existed for a very, very long time, and just because they're not in a film franchise doesn't mean that you don't exist. Why do you constantly feel the need for validation? By your same broken-ass logic, I should be screaming at the Star Wars franchise for dyslexic representation. Because very rarely in films are there people who have learning disabilities. And quite frankly, I don't fucking care. The only time it would make sense is if it's relevant to the plot. Dyslexic representation doesn't make any goddamn sense. When I go out and watch a movie, I want to have fun. I don't watch them to feel like I'm being validated or that my life has meaning. I do it for the simple enjoyment because I love a good story. Now, if there was absolutely zero representation of gay people in cinema, I would probably agree with you. But that's not the fucking case. Lando having an on-screen flirtation with a man outside of the played for a joke bit with Han wouldn't have ruined Solo. No, but it certainly would have ruined the character. This is some serious retconning bullshit. The idea that a non-heterosexual sexuality would somehow distract from the main story is dated as hell. Lando was a ladies' man, and it was quite apparent in Empire Strikes Back. Look, if they wanted to go and introduce a new gay character, that would have been fine. Look at The Haunting of Hill House. That was a good example of a well-written gay character. And it wasn't some sort of stupid trope. And they weren't there to be, look at me, I'm so fucking gay, look at me. And again, the only reason why this article fucking exists is because you have a need to be validated. Let me give you some harsh truths. Nobody fucking cares that you're gay. Nobody. Yes, it is a part of who you are, but quite frankly, in my opinion, it's the least interesting part about you. Not that I find you particularly interesting to begin with. I'll be honest with you, Kate. You come off as a whiny, insecure millennial that is struggling to find meaning in their life, and therefore you're projecting your insecurities on franchise films. At this point in time, it's more of a conscious decision to not include gay characters than it is to include them, especially when Star Wars books and comics are becoming more inclusive. I'll be honest with you, I really hate this bend the knee bullshit. If you don't do it, it's a conscious decision. Well, okay, fine then. My exclusion is now a conscious decision because you say so. Whatever. Seriously, all this is moral blackmail. You're either with me or against me. You know, that old chestnut, because it never gets old. And as for Chuck Wingdings, fuck that guy. Fuck him in his stupid ear. More importantly, representation is a moral matter. See, there we go. More moral blackmail. Because remember folks, if you don't include the representation, you're a bad person. And the cult of intersectionality will come knocking at your door, demanding a sacrifice. I know I'm making demands about this. Seriously, this whole fucking article has been one big demand. Skipping to the bottom, if Poe is made straight in the next film, then not only will that represent a missed opportunity, but given the fan reaction to him as a gay character, it will seem almost cruel and deliberate. No, because it's not about you. And you need to stop projecting your insecurities into pop culture. It's not my job to validate you or give your life meaning. And if you think it is, quite frankly, you need to go and re-examine yourself. I hate to say I demand X from creators. Well, clearly you don't, because this is one giant love letter of demands. Because they don't owe me anything except to deliver a quality, non-offensive story. Well then, I'm glad we got that cleared up. It's not like you pinned a huge-ass article complaining about representation or anything. Okay, folks, I think that's about enough of this horseshit I can take for one evening. Make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, and if you're new, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time.